What's going on, Phillies fans? It's me. It's me. It's your boy, SalG. The Phillies continue to roll in September. They just beat the Blue Jays 4-2, sweep this short two-game series, get ready to take a plane, head back down to the States, go to Miami, Florida, and have a four-game series with the Miami Marlins. Here with you on the Phightins final today. Hope you all have a great day, able to catch this game. It was a day game. I didn't realize it was till last night. But that was cool. Like day baseball, especially while working. I can have a little screen on in the background there and just listen and watch the game a bit. So it was real cool. Hope you're all doing good. We're feeling a lot better about the Phillies. I know last time I was on, I wasn't ready to say that they were back, but I feel that as long as this team is healthy, right? And I'll put that in quotes because some guys got a couple nicks and scrapes and bumps and bruises right now they got to work through. But if we're healthy going into the playoffs, I think this team can have a very good run, a deep run into the playoffs. Currently have it a 7.5 game lead on Atlanta, an 8 game lead on the New York Mets. Things are looking well right now. Things are looking good. Please, everyone, give us a like, share, and subscribe. Really means a lot to me and EOP, Edge of Philly Sports here. Going to go ahead and thank our sponsors real quick. Sherry'sTickets.com, PhillySportsTrips.com, Cherry Law Firm, and Dolan's Bar. Let's take a look at some of these comments. Looks like a lot of people were listening to the game, watching the game. Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights, says, hey, what's going on, Daniel? It was a great win today. Love to see it. Love to see that stuff. Star Wars, what's up, my man? Sweet Blue Jays. We sure did. We sure did. Adam, what's going on, buddy? Schwarber is on fire. The great Schwarbino. Schwar bombs aplenty. My man hit 3 home runs last night. Hit another leadoff shot today. His 13th leadoff home run this season is #1 in Major League Baseball and is currently tied with for the all-time record with, guys, you remember this guy, blast from the past, Alfonso Soriano. He was a 40-40 stud back in the day with the New York Yankees, also played with the Texas Rangers for quite a bit. He's tied with him, and there's 22 games left this season. Schwarber's got to hit one more leadoff home run to get 14. That'll be a Major League Baseball record. So I think Schwarber could do it. There's plenty of time left. I'll tell you what, the way Schwarber's playing right now, as hot as he is, if you would have told me a month ago he was going to hit 40 home runs, I'd say no. Right now, he has a damn good chance of doing that. What's he up to, 32 at the moment with 22 games left to play? Yeah, he could certainly hit 8 more. So I think Schwarber's got a great chance of cracking 40 and going for that all-time leadoff home run record. Let's see it. Let's make it happen, Phillies fans. Wish it. Star Wars, yeah, Harper injured. Hopefully nothing serious. He was hit on the elbow, on the arm. And I don't know if that was the same elbow arm he's been having trouble with. Admitted earlier last week that he was having some problems. You know, he's playing hurt. So I don't know if that made the injury worse. I don't know if that's his other arm. I'm not sure which arm it was. But he was hurt. He was taken out of the game. Sosa came in, and Mundo Sosa came in. And they ended up moving what's-his-face to first. And I'm drawing a blank, but I'll look on the box score here real quick. But they were doing some musical chairs in the field here. Cody Clemens. Cody Clemens ended up going to first base. Hopefully Harper's okay. Nick Castellanos was DHing today because he got taken out of the game yesterday. He got hit by a pitch, right? Or something was going on. His leg was messed up. You know, like I said, I was throwing that caveat in with the quotes. If the Phillies are healthy going into the playoffs, you know, these nicks, bumps, scrapes, minor injuries, hopefully minor, get it all out now. Get it all out now. So when we get to the playoffs, you know, we're healthy. We're ready to rock. I don't want excuses. I know everybody's health is the most important thing. So, you know, I am worried about Harper, Nick Castellanos. Watching Schwarber play the field made me nervous. It made me nervous because he shouldn't be in the field. But I understand we're in a war of attrition at the moment. He kind of had to play. Probably didn't need to play, right? But we need his bat in there, and you got Castellanos at DH. Hopefully, Castellanos can get back to the field so Schwarber can go back to DH. But I am a little nervous about Schwarb's playing left right now. Um, who else? You got Alec Boehm, who's also nursing that hand injury. He got hit by a pitch, right? A few days back, and he's still out. They're saying he should be playing tomorrow. So hopefully that's the case because we would like his bat in the lineup too, of course. But yeah, no more injuries. I want everybody to be cool. Let's get healthy for the playoffs. Marshall Lynch, Paisan, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Sammy Serrano, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, in the house. What's going on, bud? Sanchez, 10 wins. That's right, man. Christopher Sanchez, he pitched well, man. The one thing about Sanchez I can always say, he's gutsy, right? He's very gutsy. He's got intestinal fortitude or testicular fortitude, and or we could say both. My man's got guts. Even when they get to him, they scored runs off of him first. The Blue Jays struck first. No, apologize. After Schwarber's leadoff home run, the Blue Jays then took the lead. But Sanchez came right back and shut him down. And he pitched 7 strong innings in this one. Hell of a game. Star Wars saying Cody, that's right, big black Cody Clemens, man. Does this dude come up in clutch moments or what? I mean, everybody wants to talk about how clutch Harper is, and he is, rightfully so. For a part-time bat, Cody Clemens, when this guy plays, man, he shines. He's not an everyday player. I don't think he could play every day. I don't think that's his. But you throw him in there, the right matchup. I mean, when this guy comes in, he produces. I got love for Cody Clemens. Adam says Ron should rest Harper and Casty for a few days to rest their bodies. Adam, I totally agree with you. That should happen. That should happen. Players should be getting rest. The positional players, get them some rest. Give them a day off here and there. I know it's hard to rest the pitchers, but you could probably try and work it out where some of your bullpen guys are rested. The starters. You see what Rob Thompson is doing. I mean, the Philly starters have pitched more innings than any other team in baseball. They have more 7-inning games from their starting pitchers than anyone. And they have the record to show. It was like a crazy record. When their starters go 7 innings or more, they're 33-1, which is like a 929 winning percentage, I believe. Might be higher than that. I don't math, but 33-1 when the starters go 7 innings. It's pretty darn good. I don't want to see the pedal taken off the starters because then what happens is now all of a sudden, instead of these guys going 7, you have them going 5, and then playoffs come and you go, let's stretch them back out. I don't think that works like that. I'd rather you go with the 7, and in the playoffs, they go 6. You're cool. Bullpen's rested. So let's take care of the positional players. Give these guys some rest. Nick Castellanos wants to play every day. Look, I got respect for that. I don't know if he's actually what type of record, if he's just doing it for pride or what the deal is. I don't know what the promise is. But you're making a heck ton of money. You're trying to win a World Series. You're a little banged up. You're DHing. That's cool. But maybe just stay off your feet for a game or two. Let's look at big picture here. Martian, don't worry. We love off topic here, man. I'm Tangent City. A little out of topic here, but Devin White's situation is hella weird. I didn't hear about I heard he was hurt. Was he not hurt? Was Devin hurt? Because I mean, what's the weird situation? Because I didn't get the details of the injury. I just heard he was hurt and couldn't play. And he didn't make the flight to Brazil. Now we thinking that's weird because I don't know. Is there something else going on? But I'm curious about that. Philly Phil, what's going on? Trending in the AM host right here, Phil Stifle, everyone. Sal, am I allowed as the negative Phillies fan to say they are back? Phil, I never thought he was being a negative Phillies fan, man. I guess because We got MattyB here. MattyB's our de facto in-house resident negative Phillies fan. But yes, you could say they are back. I was going to say it last week, but I couldn't do it because it was a tough game I was watching. I sincerely think they're back, and like I said, if they're healthy. Should go far. So yeah, you could say it, my man. You could say it. Oh, okay. I got you. Martian saying Devin White lost his starting role to N'Kobe Dean, and then he got hurt. Okay. Maybe just didn't feel like paying for flights for Brazil are expensive. I don't know. Maybe he's just saying I'll sit this one out. It doesn't seem like it's a real fun time for the players. Based on they have curfew or they're not supposed to leave the hotel or a lockdown because of potential situations in Brazil. Guys, unfortunately, guys with money might have a target on their back around there. There are gangs and things like that. So I don't know. Maybe they're just saying he's hurt. Hopefully, it's nothing big. Star Wars saying 4 in a row. That's right, man. Let's go to 5 in a row tomorrow. Oh man, is Phil? Man, it was Martian. Okay, is Phil really throwing a lot of shade toward the Phillies? Man, I didn't think of him as a hater at all. So I'm gonna help Phil get on the bandwagon, make sure his ankles are fine on the jump. All right, you're welcome aboard, Phil, and anybody else. Anybody else who's negative about this team? Look, I was nervous. I was nervous about this squad. I wasn't ready to jump off the bridge, right? I was concerned. Concerned was, but being Philadelphia fans, you know how we are. One game you lose, they're the worst team in the world. Fire everybody. Everybody stinks. These guys aren't major league players. I had to pump the brakes. I know it's a long season. It's not football where every one of those 17 games matters. This you have some leeway, and the Phillies right now keep playing the way they are. They should have no problem grabbing that division. And then when they're in the playoffs, who knows what happens from there? There's a lot of luck. There's a lot of luck in playoffs. So let's be real. I mean, only one team can win, right? And things happen. There's luck involved. Short series, 7-game series. Just things happen. Wacky things happen. So yeah, you have to be good, but you have to be a little lucky too. 4 seasons in a row winning seasons. That's great to see. I'm happy for that. Because man, we had that lull. Was it after it was after the 2011 season where it just downhill, man. Downhill. So winning baseball in Philadelphia is much appreciated, as is all sports in Philadelphia. Who wants to pay to see a crappy losing team or have owners that don't care about the team? I don't see that in this city. I don't see that. Maybe there's one of the other sports. I don't know. I see every ownership with the 4 major sports that they want to compete, they want to win, and they should have the capital and the resources to do so. So let's go. Let's make it happen, guys. All right. Got our first ad read here. Sherry'sTickets.com. They might have tickets for the Brazil. If any of you Eagles fans are feeling adventurous, man, you want to travel out of the country. Maybe you don't want to go to Brazil, but maybe you want to go to the next away game for the Eagles. Sherry's Tickets can make that happen for you. Great moments don't just happen. That happens with you in the crowd. Sherry'sTickets.com is easy to use and it has no hidden fees. That's right, none. The price you see is the price you pay. Pay less, play more with Sherry'sTickets.com and get the tickets you want. And save even more by using that exclusive promo code EOP10. Share an experience that will live on. Don't pay those hidden fees and save 10%. Why would you use any other ticket reseller and get those hard to come by tickets to the big game? And if you need a more personal touch, give them a call, 610-494-5050. Sherry'sTickets.com also has great theater and concert tickets that are hard to get your hands on. Remember, don't overpay with the rest and save with the best at Sherry'sTickets.com. And for that next great moment, save 10% by using the promo code EOP10. Great moments start at Sherry'sTickets.com. All right. That's right, Star Wars. Cody is the one that put us in the lead. Yep, he's. You could say he's one of the star of the games, stars of the game. And I'm going to put Schwarber right there, and I'm going to put Sanchez right there. Go ahead and break down these box score for you. Good game. Kyle Schwarber doing Schwarb things. 13th leadoff home run of the year. He went 2 for 3 today with a run, an RBI, the home run, the leadoff home run, a walk, and he struck out once. Now check this out. There was a stat I picked up on the game. I'm just going to read this out real quick. So Schwarber, we talk about him, right? Some of us are against him being in the leadoff spot. I at times feel that way, but the way he's playing this year with the increased batting average, and the way he's taking pitches, he's not just trying to hit home runs all the time. The home runs come naturally for him. He's Kyle Schwarber, big dude, lost 30 pounds in the offseason. Still a big dude, really big guy. He's got 32 home runs, right? That ranks third in the National League. This is all players, not just DH. RBI, 89, tied for fourth. He's got 93 runs, tied for fourth. Walks, 94, first in baseball, National League, sorry. First in the National League. On base percentage, this is a key number here, 371. That's sixth in the National League. All hitters, not just DH. 371 on base percentage is pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. 400's like God level. 370. It's like Bryce Harper, but Schwarber has hit. I believe he hit like 420, and he had when he was a little younger, he had on base percentages in the 400s. But still, 371, nothing to sneeze about. Great on base percentage. My man walks with the best of them. He keeps doing his thing. And batting leadoff, when he hits those leadoff home runs, it's a shot in the arm for the team. You get that early lead. You're up 1-0. Right? You feel good. Your starting pitcher has a lead to work with. It might not mean much, but you think of it psychologically, that can have some effects on the players and the opposing team as well. And Johan Rojas, excuse me, he ended up pinch hitting for Schwarber. He had an at bat. He just won at bat. He struck out. Trey Turner, he went 0 for 3. He walked. Bryce Harper. So he ended up getting a hit by pitch. That was his only at bat. He left the game. Edmundo Sosa came in. He went 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Now, hopefully Harper's all right. We'll see. But if Harper's out a couple of days, I don't think we should stress. I think it's fine. Rest him because we want him. I want Bryce. I always say it. Bubble wrap Bryce Harper. Bubble wrap him. Whatever you got to do. So you keep him safe for the playoffs. Nick Castellanos, one of the most consistent Philly hitters since June 1st. He went 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Bryson Stott, he went 0 for 4 with a strikeout, batting 241. But I want to say, I hope he turns it around. But if he doesn't, you got Aiden Miller around the corner. He just got promoted to Double-A. He could play second if things don't work out with Stott next year. I think Stott's going to left field. If I had to guess, or not Stott, I'm sorry. Aiden Miller would go to left field. If that doesn't happen, if Stott, isn't playing that well, we could see Aiden Miller take over second base. I'm rooting for Stott. I want to see him do well, but I don't know. 317 on base, 241 batting average. I'm not sure. JT Realmuto, he gave us that insurance home run late in the game. He went 1 for 4 with a home run, 1 run, 1 RBI. Struck out once. Brandon Marsh, man, is he getting hot now or what? He went 3 for 3 with a run. Brandon Marsh, batting 252 now, 333 on base. When Brandon Marsh hits the ball and puts it in play, he has the highest BABIP in baseball, batting average, balls in play, when he connects. So, there's a good player there. I still don't think he's more than a platoon bat, but I'm liking what I see from him right now. Weston Wilson, he went 0 for 4 with 2 Ks. Cody Clemens gave us the go-ahead lead with that home run. He went 1 for 4 with a run and 2 RBI in that home run. Big Cody Clemens, big game Clemens. Yeah, use him sparingly, small doses, because I don't. 243 batting average, 274 on base. But man, he is slugging 529, so he's got some zip in that bat. So it's nice to use in case of emergency. Break that glass, call Cody Clemens to save your behind. See, it rhymed. All right. And we go to Christopher Sanchez's line. Great game by him. Gave up those 2 earned runs early on. He went 7 strong innings, pitched a quality start, gave up 6 hits, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts in 7 innings, 10th win of the year. Awesome, man. As your number 4 starter, awesome. Doing great. Jeff Hoffman came in inning later in the 8th, got himself a hold. His 19th hold of the year, he struck out a guy. And Carlos Estevez made it an adventure. The tying run was up to bat, but Carlos Estevez, sorry, every time I see that name, I think Charlie Sheen. That's Charlie Sheen's real name, by the way. He walked a guy, but he struck out too. So Estevez got the save. All good. On the Blue Jay side, I thought they were in for a tough matchup. This guy, Bowden Francis, he won the AL Pitcher of the Month last month for the Blue Jays. So he's a pretty decent pitcher. He pitched 6 innings in this one, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned. But he just gave up 1 run too many. He struck out 6. He's got a 3.72 ERA on the season with a .99 whip. That's pretty elite with that whip there. So he's a pretty good pitcher. Phillies got just enough from him. The Phillies banged out 8 hits, and I think they had a hell of a game today. They got the timely hits. They were down in the first, right? So Schwarber hits that home run, top of the first. Blue Jays come right back, put 2 more on the board, take the lead. And then in the top of the second, we go ahead, take the lead back with Cody Clemens. Never look back. Goose eggs all the way down until we get to that JT Realmuto home run at the top of the 9th for a little extra insurance. Make everybody relax a little. I still don't relax because, like I said, when Estevez walked the guy and then he the tying run was up, yeah, part of me is like, they're going to blow the save. They're going to blow the game. I can't help it. It's the way I am. But I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying. And I feel this team is awesome. This team is awesome right now. So just keep everybody healthy. Please take care of them. Take care of our guys. Thompson, give him some rest. Whoever needs it. Don't overwork these guys. I don't know what the Castellanos thing is. I don't know how close he is to Cal Ripken's record. I don't think he's that close. But, I don't know if he's been playing every day for years or something. I swore he had an off day last year, so that will throw that whole argument out the window. All right. Let me go ahead and bust out another ad for us. Oh, shoot. Man, I always do this with the comments. I got to make that ad look clean, man. All right. There we go. That's our boy there, PJ Dolan. You know him from Dolan's Bar. When you're staying local and you want to watch a great game or just hang out with some great people, I did something else. All right, I'm good. If you want to hang out with some great people, go to Dolan's Bar, 24 East Sellers Avenue, Ridley Park, in the 19078, right off I-95, south of the Philadelphia Airport. Dolan's Bar is a bar nestled in the small town of Ridley Park, PA. They are the quintessential Irish-American dive bar. For over 65 years, 3 generations, Dolan's has thrived because of one reason: the great patrons who are just like our family. Great music, great times, memorabilia giveaways, great drinks, and great food. And you never know when a former Philly sports icon walks through that door. Go to Dolan's in Ridley Park. Tell PJ that EOP sent you. Check them out, dolansbar.com. Follow them on the Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. All right, I want to get some more. I see a bunch of comments here. I see a lot of codes or something. I'm trying to figure this out. Enrique, what's going on? Score? The score, my friend, was the Phillies win 4-2. Angel, Ronhell, getting us through 7 innings. That's Christopher Sanchez, man. Freeze. Schwarber in Leaf in Cody. Schwarber, what? Schwarber in left and Cody. All right, I got you. I thought you were throwing some Viking stuff my way. That's right. 4-2. 4-2. Thanks, Angel. Star Wars. He owns the Blue Jays. Who's that? Schwarbs. Schwarbs owns everyone. Total hits. We had 8 hits, Enrique. 8. Star was with Bohm. He and Bohm own the Blue Jays. I agree. 89 RBI. Is that the Schwarbs? That's Schwarbs probably. Alec Bohm leads all of baseball with 44 doubles. And he's been out a few games. Oh, there we go. Angel giving us the line. Appreciate that. Thanks for helping Enrique out. Yeah, it was a good game. Mini sweep. I'll take it. That's right. Bubble wrap Bryce Harper. You got to do it. Keep him safe. Protect him. Hi, Susan. How are you? Need Bone back, especially if Harper is out. Yep. Need him back. Look, I was hearing he's supposed to come back tomorrow for the Marlins series in Miami. So let's hope he's back. We need him. We need Bohm. And I'm cool with giving Harper a couple days rest. And please don't put Schwarber in left field again tomorrow. If Nick can't play, take the day off, Nick. All right? Please. Take the day off. That's right. Angel. We do miss Bohm out in the field for sure. All right. Let me go ahead and we're going to roll on through to the All right, your Broad Street bottom line is the Phillies won 4 in a row, took another series. Yes, the Blue Jays aren't that good, and it was only a 2-game series, but it's a sweep nonetheless. They win. They keep winning. They're winning series. They're beating good teams. They took 3 out of 4 from Atlanta. That's great, right? We should be happy. Yes, I think all of us could say the Phillies are back. I mean, some people are going to say, hey, they never left. And to all those diehards that never had a doubt, I salute you. I always have that doubt. I'm sorry. Phillies, best record when starter goes 7 innings. I mentioned that earlier. Phillies are 31-1. That winning percentage is .969. That's a 97% winning percentage when the starters go 7. Recipe for success, have your starters go 7 innings. So that should be the same in the playoffs too. That's what we want to see. I don't want to see the starters, given rest, whether they're missing, miss a start, because that's going to throw off rhythm. Have them pitch, have them throw, have them continue to go through the routines. It's the positional players you need to give rest to. Your bullpen guys, you need to rest them up, right? Still got to give them work because you can't have them going in rusty. The last thing you want to do is put in Hoffman, Kirkering, or Strom, or Estevez in a game when it means something in the playoffs. And it's like, well, this guy hasn't pitched in a week. That's not good. Good chance that the Phillies are going to have a bye. So I don't know what can be done to stay. I know what the opposite of rusty is, to stay consistent, I guess. But there has to be some type of routine they go through. I don't think they could just sit down. They still got to throw, do something, simulate a game. I don't know, something. But they got to get those arms going, keep them moving, keep them throwing, keep them oiled up, because you don't want any creaky arms going into the playoffs here. So let's get these guys healthy. That's my concern right now, is to survive September. How about Brandon Marsh right now? Like, he's on fire, right? There was a lot of concerns, striking out against everybody. I love the guy. I don't know if he's more than the platoon bat. I think that's how they're going to continue to use him, and that's probably the right way. but he's been doing great right now. Schwarber's coming out of his funk. I mean, he hadn't before his 3 home runs yesterday. I don't think he hit a home run in a few weeks. So it was nice to see that. Harper, since he admitted being banged up, Harper hadn't hit a home run in like a month. So I would like to see what they can do to get him ready for the playoffs. Because a guy like Harper, I mean, we've seen it. We've seen it already these past few years. The guy's hurt. He could be out a couple months. He comes back and you know, he's fine. He's Bryce Harper. I don't think he needs to go on a rehab assignment, even if he does miss a week or two. I hope it doesn't get to that, but I'm just thinking big picture here. So I'd rather him be out, err on the side of caution. You know, guys like him, they're not going to tell you they're hurt unless you saw what just happened now, where the guy's like, I'm really hurt. I got hit by a 95-mile-an-hour fastball in my elbow that I already said was bothering me. I'm hurt. And he probably wanted to stay in because he was at first. He was at first base, right? Mm. But health is my biggest concern right now for this team. That's what we need. That's the bottom line. That's right, Adam. I was going to say that's the bottom line because SalG said so. But today, for this week, this series, Kyle Schwarber said so. 4 home runs in 2 games. MattyB. There you go, Philly Phil. There you go. You're not the negative Philly guy. All right, MattyB is batting 241 with runners in scoring position through 58 games in the second half of the season being back. The Blue Jays won't be there in October. They won't. You're right, MattyB. They won't. Is that back? I'd like to see the numbers next to some other teams because I know when I was looking up those numbers in the first half of the season, the Phillies were at like a 270-ish with runners in scoring position, and that was like fifth, sixth in baseball. So I'm curious to see what those numbers stack up with other teams in the NL and all of baseball too. No, is 241 with runners in scoring position good? Certainly not. Certainly not. But yes, Blue Jays, 2-game series. No, you're right. Atlanta, the Royals, they are top teams in baseball. They beat them. All right, Adam. The bye will help them rest and heal. I like that too. I just don't want excuses for rust. We're grounding into 8 double plays over the last 4 games being back. I mean, you win the games. I don't care how many double plays you ground into as long as you win. If you get the runs that you need to win the game, I get it. I know the Phillies could score more runs, sure. I can't hate on the wins. I can't hate on the series wins either. 23 games left. I believe it's 22 now, right, Fred, after today's game? But maybe I'm off a game. 23 games left. The magic number is 17. I really like to see them win the division with about a 6-7 games left, and the Phillies can rest these guys. Play like half a game or so to keep timing good. All right, I can get behind that. Instead of just giving them a week off, let them play, your standard 5 innings to make it an official game or whatnot for guys like Castellanos, who's important to play every game this year. He doesn't have to stay in for 9 innings. He could play 5, come out, rest. I think that's a cool move. The problem is though, you can't call up as many guys in September as you did in the past. You used to have a 40-man roster and only expanded by 2. So, but yeah, I like the idea of playing guys half games, resting them here and there, but you still got to, yeah, I don't want like a week off for anybody. 277, MattyB. Okay. That's number one. All right. I got you. Well, yeah, it's better than 241. All right, Fred with the thumbs up. Adam, he wants him to score 50. That's right, MattyB. You want him to score 15 runs a game. Yep. I got you. Oh, all right, MattyB. Why you got to poop on my Cheerios, bro? I got you. All right. 277 runners in scoring position in the first half. 30-point drop. I got it. But that between now and the rest of September, that number could go up a little bit. Look, I don't care what playoffs is a whole different season, right? Averages reset. They don't say, "Hey, Bryce Harper's batting 300 in playoff game number 1." No, he's batting 0, right? It's a whole new stat line for everybody. So, yeah, I know you want to finish hot. We keep winning these games the way we are. You know, I it's look. Eddie, if you're going to take the field, if anybody's going to take the field, right? The MattyB, if you're going to say the Phillies aren't, if you're going to tell me the Phillies aren't going to win the World Series, the Phillies are going to win the World Series. Well, the odds are against them, right? Because of the field. So you bet the field, your odds are better. I'm not going to say that they're going to win. I think this team has a great chance to go deep and far into the playoffs. Everything changes in the playoffs. That's right, Fred. Thank you. I appreciate it. Whatever gets me to sleep. You're making my sleep now uncomfortable, Matty. I'm trying to relax. Why won't I say it? I'm superstitious. I'm not gonna guarantee, but it's easy to say they're not gonna win than it is to win, right? Because of the field. It's in your favor. Superstitious. I knock on tables and stuff, Matty B. I knock on tables and things. All right. Another ad. Another ad read. All right, this guy right here, we all know who he is. Triple Cherry Jackpot. It's David R. Cherry, Esquire from the Cherry Law Firm. If you get hurt at work in a motor vehicle accident, personal injury, or affected by criminal law, you call David R. Cherry of the Cherry Firm. Cherry Law Firm is here to fight for you and get what you deserve. Cherry Injury Law is a dedicated, well-established personal injury law firm built on the promise of aiding the seriously injured throughout the state of Pennsylvania. If you have been seriously injured in the state of PA by the negligence of another, and if you have questions for a Westchester or Media personal injury attorney, please don't hesitate to call. Call 610-565-0300 or go to cherryinjurylaw.com. Let David R. Cherry fight for your rights. Again, that number is 610-565-0300 or go to cherryinjurylaw.com. All right. Going to go ahead here. Got another video clip. Let's go and round the bases. All right. Taking a look at the scoreboard here around Major League Baseball. In Baltimore, we have the White Sox and the Orioles about to get underway. And in Miami, the Washingtons are about to face off against the Marlins. In 20 minutes, we have the Cincinnati Reds hosting the Houston Astros. And in 30 minutes, the Tampa Bay Rays are hosting the Minnesota Twins. At 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time, the New York Mets host the Boston Red Sox. At 7:20 p.m., you got to love these start times, right? Everybody's got like a 10-minute start difference. By the way, the Phillies 6:40 start time is the greatest thing in the world. I love it for home games. Rockies are at Atlanta Braves. So let's go Rockies. That's at 7:20 p.m. Eastern Time. At 7:40 p.m. Eastern Time, the battle of the AL Central. The Cleveland Guardians are at Kansas City to face off against the Royals. And in Chicago, the Pirates travel to face the Cubbies. That game starts at 7:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Another game with that same start time, the Milwaukee Brewers are hosting the St. Louis Cardinals. That is another NL Central battle there. The Brewers, though, have a handy lead in that Central there. At 8:05 p.m., it's a TBS start time. We have the Texas Rangers hosting the New York Yankees. Come on, Rangers, get you some of those Yankees. We have the Battle of L.A. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Los Angeles Angels host the Los Angeles Dodgers. And at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Time, the San Diego Padres are hosting the Detroit Tigers. Same time in Oakland, the Athletics hosting the Mariners. At 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time, the San Francisco Giants are hosting the Arizona D-backs. And your final in Toronto. Every time I think of Toronto, I just had the Joe Carter home run, World Series home run playing through my head. So I'll never get that out of my head. And I always have Blue Jays that come to my back door and they're chirping. And I swear they're just laughing at me. So they're laughing at me because of that, the Toronto World Series. The Toronto Blue Jays lost to the Philadelphia Phillies 4-2. Thank you, Philly. And tomorrow we're going to have Ranger Suarez going against, and I'm not familiar with this Mariners pitcher, so I got to pull him up. His last name is Aller, Adam Aller. I'm not familiar with him. Don't know how many games he has pitched, but his line is he's 1-1 with a 3.31 ERA, 16 strikeouts, and 8 walks with a 1.04 whip. So only looks like at most a handful of starts for him. So we'll get a look at that guy, and hopefully we can continue this winning streak, go to 5 games. 5 games. Maybe. Maybe MattyB. I don't know what it'll take to get MattyB to be happy. I know MattyB see more baseball than me. I know MattyB is a more experienced veteran than I am. But yeah. Adam says superstitious would be wearing the same socks the whole postseason. I will not do that. I bet you some guys on EOP will. I heard some guys turning their underwear inside out. I don't roll like that. And Cool Chris, what's going on, Cool Chris? He says more like MattyB. I don't know what that means, but Fred Huffman, go Rockies. Oh yeah, all right. That's right. All right, my bad, Fred. You got me scared for a second there. That's right. Go everybody that could be a threat to Philadelphia. Go Angels. All right, Fred, I'm with you now. I'm with you. Go St. Louis. That's right. That's right. Let's do it. I got you. I'm with you. I think I'm getting heartburn now because I'm getting worried. MattyB's trying to rattle me. I'm getting worried about the Phillies. I'm trying not to be. All right. I got one more piece of business here for you. Then we're going to go ahead and roll out for the night. All right, guys. Your chance. You can run New York, New Jersey. You can run the Giant Stadium, overtake that stadium, the Birds Takeover with PhillySportsTrips.com. October 20th, MetLife Stadium. If you're a Philly sports fan and you want to travel with your favorite team, then travel with the best. Excuse me. If you want to travel with the pros, then go to PhillySportsTrips.com. Philly Sports Trips features premium travel and tailgating experiences for the best fans ever, the Philadelphia sports fan. Philly Sports Trips has self-travel packages and full travel packages available with round-trip flights for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, Sixers, and the Union. They even offer day trip for more local games. Go to PhillySportsTrips.com, sign up immediately, tell them EOP sent you. And don't forget, Philly Sports Trips has all those away trips for the Eagles' upcoming season, except for Brazil. They did sell out of that one. So jump on the rest of those games before you lose out on those great opportunities. Go to PhillySportsTrips.com and don't miss that next great Philly sports moment. All right, y'all. It's SalG with you here. You can follow me at SalGPhilly on X, Twitter, whatever they call it now, whatever the cool kids call it. Please give us a like, share, and subscribe. It helps edge of Philly sports out. You're hanging out with me on the Phightins final here, spelled with a PH. And let me just go ahead and let you know what we got on schedule here coming up. That's not it. Here we go. The upcoming lineup. We got a Big Al sandwich Thursday and Sunday. He's going to be hosting the final. You got Mike Lauro going on Friday. And you got this handsome gentleman on Saturday, SalG in the house. I'll be hosting Saturday night. 4-game set with the Marlins. I think we could take 3 out of 4 from them. What you guys think? My man, Adam. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you. It says, great show. And thanks to everybody tuning in, commenting. Thank you too, MattyB. I love you too, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody. Talk to you all next time. Let's go Phillies. Let's get to the playoffs. Let's get healthy and get into the playoffs, please. All right, talk to you all next time. Peace.